Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back on board. As ever, I'm your captain of gaming, Conrad Larson, and we are back in Subnautica. Now, last episode what did we do? We built a Seamoth, which is there. We just basically were making waves towards getting ourselves a Cyclops. So we're going to be continuing on that. Now, last episode I said we were going to head out and try and find some lithium. So that's what we're going to do. We want to head... Where is the Aurora? So we want to head this way. Actually, there's one thing I want to do prior to that. I want to make sure we have a power cell, because we've already used up half our energy in our... so we need one piece of that. Drop that in. Okay, so we've got a battery. Oh, but I wanted... Right. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we need one piece of copper. And 2 pieces of quartz. So we have quartz. So let's go find ourselves some limestone so we can crack apart our... hack together a power cell. Because basically the Seamoth, it uses power cells to recharge, whereas, you know, the other thing, what's it called, this thing uses batteries. So you have to have power cells, and really power cells just become the way. Ooh, this'll do. We can get some more quartz, which will be helpful for making the silicone we need on our beautiful power cell. Yeah, so basically everything starts needing power cells from here on out, which is great, and no, it's not. It's terrible, because they're a little bit more expensive. It's not the end of the world, but obviously it uses quartz to make them. And those are crashes. Those things are basically death.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And you can hear it. It's going to blow up. Yep, there you go. So they blow up. I felt like just setting one off, because I hate them. Yeah, I'm logical like that. Yeah, so basically, I've completely lost my train of thought again. I'm really bad at this.
Emergency. 10 seconds
Oh, yeah.
of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, so basically everything starts needing power cells to charge up, and you need a ton of them sort of as time goes on. Those things are called gasopods, by the way. I found out what they were called finally. And we're not really finding any limestone. This tunnel is always good for limestone. Look at it. But I don't want titanium. I want copper. Let's try and see if we can get some more. No, titanium again. Come back. Oh. Why is it this game just doesn't want to give me copper? See? That's just... Oh my god. Get it. Oh, right, fuck it. Giving up. We have filled up on titanium that we don't need. This is a terrible day. Let's go back. Let's recharge our sea glide. We got the copper at very least, so we can at least put together a power cell. Glass. That was not what I wanted to make. I wanted to make silicon. Son of a bitch. That's me being an idiot. I hold my hands up, and apologise for that stupid bit of action there. But hey, we have our battery cell, power cell. And we have a load of shit that I can't put away. This is the problem I'm faced with. Oh well, we should be alright. We only need 5 lithium, so now we're actually going to head out. So we're going to head out this way, because I believe it's, as I said last time, I think it's this sort of way we want to go to find a mushroom forest biome. And we are going to have to stick to the bottom of the water, bottom of the ocean to do it, which means we might end up going quite deep. But we do have our rebreather. What the rebreather actually does, to sort of explain, is it basically negates the effects of depth and pressure. You're able to go a lot deeper in your suit. It's quite a nice little trinket basically for that, which I've never really used before, and I've never noticed the depth thing being an issue, but I don't know if that was a recent update that made, it's possibly a new update made it a lot more difficult. Plus, it is also possible that I've just never gone deep enough. I know I found out where I found out sort of the depth of the biome I want to go find. Biome that I mentioned. Sort of one of my challenges is to go find this place, and I know where it is now, and it's deep. It's over 1 kilometer down. Yeah, it's that deep, and we're hearing. Okay, these are jelly rays. Now, jelly rays hang around mushroom forests. So this bodes. There we go, mushroom forest. Look at that. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is lithium. So we're going to jump out, and we're going to go diving. 1 lithium. 2 lithium. 3 lithium. Where's 4? 4 and 5. We're done. So we're going to swing her around. We're actually going to go straight back. But we'll swing around and we'll go through this mushroom forest just to show you what it looks like. So this is a mushroom forest biome. I think you can start to see why it's called that. Oh, we're going to have to turn around. Radiation detected. Ow. Radiation detected. It's a good thing I found that then. We will be putting together a rad suit, because if we want to go to the Aurora, we're going to need that. Now, the question is, do I build a rad suit and go to the Aurora first, or build a sea base first? I think we should go to the Aurora first, because basically what we're going to build, the Cyclops, eats power like just nobody's business, really. It's very... What's that? I've never seen that before. That's carousel play. How odd. Yeah, the Cyclops... Cyclops really likes to eat power, and if we want to sway that, there's some stuff we can find in the Aurora that will help. So we're going to go there first, I think. Which means we're going to need to build a rad suit. So that's going to be our next challenge once we build our Cyclops. So, trekking on back, there's not much else to say at the moment. Just look at the beautiful kelp forests at night. I think we're almost there, actually. Yeah, there we are. Look at that. So which direction did we head? Because we headed this sort of way. So southwest. So it's actually very southeast sort of thing. Anyway, let's get in there. Let's get out everything we're going to need. All 5 enamel glass, our advanced wiring kit, and all 5 titanium ingots. And then we go in here. And plasteel ingots. This is what we need. And we need to make 5 of these. Obviously my superior... I can't think of the word is. Alright, cool. My superior sort of resource management means we've got the perfect 5 we need. I love those. So that didn't used to be a thing. They're a new addition, as it were, to the constructor, and I just love them. They make everything feel a lot cooler. Now we're actually going to climb up, and we're going to... Oh, we can't pick it up. Never mind. We're going to have to. Right. So basically, the problem is the Cyclops is big, and if I drop it in, if I drop it in sort of the wrong place, it will cause a lot of issues. So we're going to need to dump a load of stuff so that we can... Let's eat both our fish. Yeah, that's enough space. So we're going to need to move this constructor somewhere slightly, just so we can... Just so we don't cause too many issues. So we'll chuck it out there. No, we won't do that. See, this is an issue that the constructor has. It seems to like facing weird directions. And also, it seems to throw you when... There we go. No. Oh, for fuck's sake, right. I'm just going to nudge it. There we go. Let's do this thing. Cyclops. And there she is. And this is just awesome. Just look at the way it's putting it together. Now they're up welding it up or whatever they do, fabricating it. But look at that. It's really cool. And one of the things I like is you can see now, you can already see its beacon coming online. And you notice that obviously this pod and that both have beacons. Those beacons did not used to be like they are. See what I mean about how it can get stuck if it goes too deep. What we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to grab a lot of stuff, because actually I'm glad I made that quartz now, that's glass now, and I'm glad I've got that magnesium. Basically Radsuit is going to have to be a bit of a... Oh, actually, what am I doing? This is one of my favourite things. Now I put a power cell together so that we could chuck it in that, but here's one of the great things. Ow! The Seamoth can dock with the Cyclops. Slight issue is the doors don't close, so therefore technically the ship should be now flooded, but never mind. Let's move into position and up we go. Thank you very much, ship. Yeah, we're back on board. We're on board now. So this is our Cyclops. This is our base. She sounds like a real sub. She's got all of this. This is, I don't know what this room is. It's just all the main room. Got the engine room. These are what I mean. You can refill the power cells here. There's the turbine spinning. Climb down this ladder to the keel section. There's not really much here. It's just the keel. And then we can drop through here to the launch bay. So this is where we just came up through with our Seamoth, which is sitting nicely up here. We can walk forward to this forward section, which I'm really hoping these are apparently sort of lockers or something, but I'm hoping they'll eventually become actual lockers that you can use. And then this is the way out of the Cyclops. Now, one of the things I find out funny about this Cyclops is you can see right there, there's glass and there's light in there or something, but you can actually see through the ship like that. Oh, but there's nothing here. Now I'm curious to whether, yeah, you can't even see down. It's a bit of an odd sort of disparity between the the front and the outside and the inside. But one of the things we can do is we can name our submarine. Now I'm not sure what to name it. I'm going to leave that to you guys what to name it in the comments. I'm probably going to call it something like Challenger Deep or whatever. That's what I usually call it. But I want to see what you guys want to call it. Now one of the things we can do in here is we can fill it with things like lockers and a fabricator. Unfortunately, I just remembered that we don't have the tool. No, we do have the tool. Oh, do we have the tool? I don't think we have the tool. Basically, you need a tool to do this, and it's called a builder, and it's also what we're going to need to build our sea base. And I don't think we have one. Oh, we do. Oh, perfect. This is a builder. So now we're actually going to get to use this thing to build some stuff onto our Cyclops. And it's a very quiet sort of thing. So the question is, where do we want to build things? We could put our lockers here. We could technically put them there, which would be stupid. You can put them up on here, which is quite cool. We could put them in this sort of mid-room. Now I tend to put stuff in this mid-room because, I don't know, it seems fitting. We are going to need a fabricator. We will need those things, but we can't make them. So there's our fabricator. So let's put this in first. Let's try and get nicely lined up. And put that there. Boom, we have a fabricator on board. So as you can tell, I'm deciding. I'm going to put at least some storage space up here. So let's try and get this nice and flush. There we go. Nice. And the great thing about lockers is they have an absolute ton of storage space. Now one of the things we need to build, and it's going to be important particularly now, and we're going to do this first, is we're going to need a welder. So for that we need magnesium, combustible, and titanium. We have the magnesium, we have the titanium. What we don't have is combustible. Now I know where to get that, and I will show you. And it has to do with crashes. So those crashes that we made blow up beforehand. Oh, music's kicking in. Okay. Yeah, those crashes that we found, if I can go find them. Is that a volcano? It's a volcano. I say volcano, it's more just like an undersea sort of spout. Let's try and find ourselves Poor, poor fish. Just keep smacking into them. So yeah, what we need to try and hunt down is we need to find basically we need to find a cave, because that's where crashes hide. They hide in caves. This might be good. No, that's too much cave. See, the problem is they follow you and they blow up, and if they blow up, they hurt you. But you can outrun them if you don't turn around and you just swim away with your sea glide. There they goes. So what we need to do is we need to lure them out. So we're going to swim through. So okay, we got some blow up. So there we go. So you can get a load from them, but we only need the one. Actually, we don't. We'll get a bit one more. Yeah, good. See, combustible has one other use, and that is to make. Ow. So you make diving flares, and we gonna want to make some diving flares potentially. You get 3 diving flares per thing. I can't remember what it's called. Per crash meal. But crash meal gives you 3 sets of diving flares, and diving flares are great because they're bright, they're good for night, they're good for, particularly for the cave diving. As you notice, when we start going for the cave, it starts to get dark. There we go. But they're also reusable. Like, you throw them out and they use up, and we've got. Did I see a plant inside? Never mind. Yeah, they submarine doesn't do anything. So what we can do is we can go tools. Oh, that's a salt deposit, not magnesium. Nice one, Connor. Welder. And the flares, there we go. So you get 3 flares. Yeah, they're reusable, so you throw them out and they light up and then they'll run out sort of thing, but you can pick them up and repackage them as far as I can tell, which is quite useful. So we're going to need a welder for 2 reasons. We're going to need it to keep our Seamoth all welded up. I'm also going to need it for this, and we're going to need it for sea bases later. So now that we've got all of that, really what we're going to need to be doing is start heading out to... What do we need? We need to build a rad suit, and for that we're going to need 2 lead, 2 silicon, 2 titanium. Well, there's 1 silicon, we have 2 titanium, so we need 2 lead. So the question is, what's lead made from? 3 copper, 1 silver. Well, we have plenty of silver. So let's find some copper. Let's find some copper. It's just going to be like that again, isn't it? It's just going to be titanium from all of these. Oh look, titanium. We will need titanium later when it comes to building a base, but for now it's a bit annoying, really. It's like, oh look, more titanium. Oh, stasis rifle fragment. Now that makes me very happy. That's a cool tool, and I don't think we have one of those. And again, like with the terraformer, we will put one of those together at some point, probably before we go to the Aurora, because it'll be bloody useful there. When we make our sea base, we're also going to remember. If you remember when I fed that, what was it called? I fed a stalker that was hanging around here with some thing where it ate the food instead of eating from me. That, I didn't realise, domesticates them to an extent. There we go, some copper. When you do that, they start to come and give you. They won't attack you, and they'll drag scrap metal and bring it to your feet, which is awesome. Now, apparently, the community is somewhat split on whether this seems to run out or not, and we're going to drown. Oh, we might as well go to the surface. There's no real reason to go back to the ship for this. We just need to keep hunting. Yeah, so there's a sort of disparity there. Actually, I'm going to go back to the ship. See, we've hit... I'm going to collect this first, because why not? So that's all we need silicon-wise. So let's get back on board. Oh, you know what we need? We need a fragment analyzer. But I don't have the blueprint. Okay, so we are going to end off that episode here. Thank you for joining. Next episode, sorry, we will be continuing our hunt for Red October. Well, no, we've actually completed the hunt now. We have our submarine. We will be continuing to try and put together a rad suit. Once we got our rad suit, we'll put together a stasis rifle, and then we're going to trek on out to the Aurora. So, thank you for joining me. As ever, fair winds and following seas. Cheers. No, that's not right. Oh god, I've buggered this up. Right. I'm buggering this all up. Sorry, guys. Thank you for joining me. Fair winds, as ever, fair winds and following seas. Cheers.